Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well. To all my amazing lovely new subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, and I love and appreciate your support, your comments, your questions. Keep them rolling. And if you also want a particular information or a particular topic that you want me to talk about, hey guys, go ahead and let me know. I'm going to go ahead, go to the anywhere it is to find out the right information, and then I'll come here to give it to you. Whatever it is that you want to know about Germany, especially when it has to do with foreigners, hey guys, let me know. I will find out for you. So guys, today I'm going to be talking about what it feels like as a foreigner living in Germany. A lot of people want to relocate here to Germany, and a lot of people have questions. How is Germany? How is the system? How is this? Okay, the first thing is, as a foreigner, I feel that if you want to come to Germany, that you should prepare your mind, prepare your soul, prepare your body, prepare your document, prepare everything as a foreigner in your country. Prepare like someone who is coming to Germany. So the thing is that find informations about Germany before. Ask questions, watch YouTube channels for those talking about things that happen in Germany. And if you have people living in Germany, you can meet them, ask questions about the system before you come. So it feels as a foreigner, it feels good to be here. Okay, I kind of cannot compare the life that I lived in Africa to the life that I live here now. Okay, I am not telling you that everything is rosy. I'm not telling you that everything is like butter and bread, like, you live that life top niche and all that. But the thing is that as a foreigner, you will have to start from a scratch. And that scratch is like learning the language. And that is the reason why I always tell people, do not come to Germany to seek asylum anymore. It doesn't work. It's not worth it. It doesn't worth the time and all that. If you have, especially if you are a foreigner who is learned already, who has studied, who has some kind of certification, you have studied, hey, start by learning German language in your country, so that you don't come here and you come stranded and then you have to start from the scratch. You have to start like a foreigner. Okay, you're always going to be a foreigner, but try to integrate, to build a foundation for yourself. And the biggest foundation that you can build for yourself is learning how to speak German from your home country. Okay, so one of the things that I learned about Germany, or as a foreigner, when I came here first, the first year was very challenging, because I didn't know how to speak German. I didn't understand German, and my question was like, why, how do I go about this? I had a lot of questions, and I didn't have the people to ask these questions. Like, it is really difficult getting those who has the proper information for your, or proper answer for your questions. So as a foreigner, when I came, I thought that I needed the German people. Of course, I needed the German people, especially when you have to go to the office. I needed a German person. So there's no way you are going to come here, you just survive on your own without asking questions for. And when you ask questions, make sure you ask questions from those who are, I don't want to use some kinds of word in this video, those who has the best information, or even those who has passed through. If you come as a student, for example, go through those who also ask questions from those who has gone through, who came here as a student, especially when you have to do with your documentation and all that. They will have proper information on how to go about the whole system and all that. But if you are coming as an asylum seeker, or if you are coming for you came as just find those who are already in your field, who came through the way you came, and they will give you some information. But those information also, you should be able to go ahead and go to the respective authorities and ask questions. Okay, one of the things about living here as a foreigner is that also that I was so scared, I was so scared from the beginning, sorry, going to the proper offices to ask questions. Unlike today, I hardly ask people question. I just make calls, I just call them and ask them what I wanted to ask them, and then I will get proper information instead of going through people, people who put scare, who will put fears in you, and then you just keep, like, you just stay there and you don't have the proper information. So living in Germany for me empowered me a lot also, because when I came here, I learned how to do things for myself. I learned how to fight for myself. I learned how to stand up for myself. I literally became this strong woman, like this strong woman who is a place where you will have to stand for yourself. You have to stand for yourself. If you do not look for something, you will not get it. If you do not ask questions, you will not get answers. If you do not go for that information, you will not get it. You literally have to be out there as a foreigner in Germany to be able to get what you want. Nobody is going to do it for you. Nobody is going to help you run your errand. Nobody is going to help you go for your termin. Nobody will be there. Like, everybody have their own issues. Everybody have, there is nobody in Germany, not even German people, that are just, even when you don't work, you are still not idle. You are not still jobless. You have termins. Even when you're getting money from the state, you still have to visit. There is still always a paper that they are requesting for. There's always an information they are requesting for. They will just write you to come, and then you go. Sometimes you sit down there for hours before it gets your turn. Sometimes when you get to the house, it's already late, and people that went to work, they're already returning. And another thing that living in Germany is like discovering as a foreigner. It's like every day I learn new things. Every day I learn new things. Honestly, it's like there's a lot to be learned. There's a lot of information out there to be found. You know, you will also grow as a foreigner. As time goes by, you will start to do so many things that you didn't know about. Okay, guys, recently, I think it was about last year. When was it last year? Yeah, it was last year when there was this big erosion, and the houses were destroyed. It rained and rained in Germany, and houses, streets collapsed, and everything was damaged. And then one of those days, and I was going through so many videos on TikTok, and then I started hearing Hausversicherung. I started hearing about different types of insurances and how to go about the insurance, how to do this. And these are the things that the system, how it feels like a foreigner, like living as a foreigner. You do not get to find all the answers. You do not get to know everything. The first year, the second year, the third year. As the years goes by, you keep going deep and deep and deep. It's like an unending journey. Okay, like you move into an apartment, then you start thinking, oh, fire, insurance. You start thinking, how do I do this, how do I do that, and all that. Then you start thinking about private insurance. You start thinking about house insurance, damage insurance, house fire insurance. You start thinking about all that. So as a foreigner, when you first come, you don't know all this, you don't have that information. Then you start growing, then you get to know. So I have a friend, and few weeks ago, I went to her. Then she told me that her baby broke. They went to visit somebody, then they broke somebody's TV. And my question was like, you didn't have children's insurance? She said, what is that? Yes, that is how it really feels like living in Germany. Okay, so she said, what is that? Me, I was like, yes, if your child goes to somebody's house and break things, the insurance will pay. You will not bring your child to my house. The person will break my how many inches television that costs 500 euro. Then you will tell me sorry. No, it's not that the person is wicked. So this is, if I was in Africa or I was in Nigeria and somebody breaks my TV, it's going to be, oh, hey, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not about you being sorry. It's about the bill. Yet my television is broken. Who is going to fix it? It has not, if you are telling me sorry cannot buy me a new TV. It has to be fixed. And I don't have to do it twice because you are the one who spoiled it. And when I'm asking you that you should replace my TV, it has nothing to do with wickedness. It has nothing to do that I am mean. It is your responsibility that you fix it. So how do you fix it? So before it gets to I am sorry, make sure that you get an insurance for your child. Is a normal thing. So as a foreigner, when I heard that for the very first time, I was like, how? Are you serious? Don't tell me. So things like that was like, Or about 3 weeks ago, I was going to work and then somebody drove past me and broke my mirror. And the person just took off. I was standing there like, hey, I was thinking about how am I going to get to work? This is going to delay my work. So I called my off. Like, the system actually trains you to be more accountable and responsible. I'm telling you, the system makes you wiser. It makes you, it keeps you on your foot, like you are super intelligent. You know what to do at the right time. You know where to go at the right. You know where to call at the right time. Even when you don't know, there is always someone that you have to call. Like since I started driving, I had never had an accident. Okay, I have never had any type of accident. Yes, at the beginning of, at the beginning of my driving in Germany, I hit the wall, I scratched my car on the wall, that was it. But I have not hit anybody and nobody has hit me. So immediately it happened, I was just standing there, then I picked up and called my German parents. I said, this is what happened, and the person ran away because I knew that I had no evidence. And I was waiting for the person to return. The person did not return. And luckily for me, the person who was driving at the back of this person came and gave me the plate number. Then with this plate number, I filed a report at the police. And then they got my insurance. The insurance found out who the person is. And then we started the whole process here and there. And even till now, it has not ended. But I just decided that, okay, I took the car to my German parents. They saw it, they said, oh, this is not a lot, we don't have to pay a lot for this, something that you can fix, and then it's gone. You don't have to do the paperwork, writing here, describing who hit who, from which angle and all that. So it is better that you spend like 10 or 15 euros to fix it, and then the case is closed. So living in Germany is like education, it's like learning process. If you come here, it's not something that you are going to learn for 2 years, for 3 years. You keep learning every day. You keep learning practically every day. You keep learning new things. When you have children, you keep learning new things. When you are married, you keep learning new things. It is not an ending story. It is also like that for the German people. But the only thing is that they were born here and they saw their parents doing all that, so they have heard it. But for those of us who came here as a foreigner, you still have to learn, not only learning the language, you have to learn about the system, how things are being done, how things are being approached. Like when somebody will hit your car in Nigeria, then you come out and start throwing blow. It is not done here. And sometimes I get pissed off. Like sometimes I just want to fight. I just want to talk back. I just want to but it is not done. It's not done that way. It's not. So there's always a proper authority to report certain things, to ask questions, to write letter, to pay bills and all that. Okay, another thing is that living, how it feels like living in Germany is thus taking of money, the light bill, the water bill, the light bill, and which other bill? There are some contracts. There are some certain contracts that you will enter in Germany, and you cannot just pay. You have to give your account details. So every month they take the money by themselves. Every month. So I was like, how is it possible? Why can't I tell when I want to give? Why can't I pay? No. As a foreigner, it was new. It was something that I was like, how come these people have access to my account? How? So as a foreigner, I didn't find it funny, but it is the system and it is working, and that is how it is. That is how it is. So there's what is called last shift. Like they just take the money and take the money. And as a foreigner, again, another thing is the start taking the tax, taking your health insurance, taking your every insurance that you have to be, like everything, they have to take off everything, percentage from your salary before even the salary is added into your account. The state will take their own portion. So as a foreigner, it was something very, very new, and you don't even have a say. Another thing about living in Germany is the letter, the communication between one another. The communication is based so much on writing, not oral. So if the state wants to tell you something, right, then they write you back. Even when you call on the telephone, they will still write the information and come and give it to ask you, this what you really said, yes or no, and things like that. So it was also not, it was something very, very new to me. For example, if I had appointments and I can go there and explain to them what I wanted, and they ask questions, they ask for a particular thing like bank account. You have to practically write everything, put it on writing, and go to the post and post the information. So in Germany, living like a foreigner is like your word means nothing until it is put on a paper and signed, like, so that you don't come out tomorrow and say, this is not what I said. So what you said with your mouth in Germany has zero value, but what you sign, and that is why every contract you have to sign, there is like a whole load of paperwork. So sometimes it feels like, oh, how do I start? I have so many letters that comes here that I don't even bother to open them. I don't. Once I see where it's coming from, I will say, no, I do not waste my time reading this. Don't do it. I don't advise that you do it. Sometimes it backfires. But sometimes I'm so filled up, I'm so tired, and I have no patience. Like, the German will say, ich habe kein Bock mehr. I don't have any strength. So living like a foreigner here is education. It's not something that's every day. It's not like you learn and that is the end. You keep learning as a foreigner. You keep learning. You keep learning new things. You keep going. Okay. How it feels like being a foreigner in work environments. That question, I do not want to sound a certain way. I do not want to sound evil. I do not want to sound also very good. But I will just give you a situation. If a German person comes to Nigeria, I'm from Nigeria, so I'm going to use Nigeria as a case of study. If a German person comes to Nigeria, I'm very, very sure, yes, that the person is not going to integrate immediately and go on top. The person have to still start from somewhere, unless a company in Nigeria is employing the person directly here, or the German company there, then they want the German person to come there to come and work. But if a normal German person goes to Nigeria to look for a job or things like that, the person will also not have job opportunity opens like any other person, any other Nigerian. So there is always, and I think it is normal, as a foreigner, the German people are the priority. They have the upper hand. They will have to get the job first before you. Okay, so but I think it is normal. I think it's a normal thing to do, because not only that, yes, they have to get the job first. Then after German people, then they will have foreigners who have documents, who are documented. They are the second priority, and then they now have those living in Germany. They are the third priority, and those coming to look for a job and all that. So they have stages by stages, and anyhow, somewhere you will fit in. But one of the things I enjoyed in Germany is the health system. The health system, if you are here, depending on how you came here, even when you are in asylum system, you can go to the hospital and get treated without paying. Okay, so you don't have to pay for it. And then they have their universities here, which are free of charge. Vocational study is also free of charge, and a lot of things that helps you to stand as a human, or to help you to go into the society properly, and before you start paying tax. Like, the system prepares you, gives you all the support that you need before you go into the system and then start working and then start paying tax. They help a lot. They help to give you opportunities to be the best that you can. Everything is in your hand. If you are, as a foreigner, you are able to close your eyes in certain things and just fight and move forward and forget so many things. Hey, it is possible. So guys, that is it about being a foreigner, or how I feel in Germany. Germany is a very good country. It has opportunities. There's nowhere it's perfect. Okay, but if I look at my life today and where I am coming from, I still prefer and I still thank God that I am here. And when I look back how I came and what I have achieved so far, and I can honestly tell you, is a good country. The system is good. In some certain cases, it's very, very stressful. But if you fight a little more, if you give your best and stay hopeful, positive, prayerful, you are able to pull through. Okay, so that is it about today's video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you are in Germany and you are lonely, you don't know where to start from somewhere. Start from going. Even if you do not know anybody, go to Caritas, go to Red Cross, ask questions. Don't just sit down in your flat. Don't just sit down at a place. There's always a solution. Even when they say they don't offer free schools to some certain type of people, if you look for, if you search for, if you want it, there is always a church, there is always organizations, but you just have to look for those organizations, and you can only do that when you get out of your bed and look for, then you will find. Thank you so much, guys, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.